aika koa me vilina mai I Rossin found Iovau I Ross Kahala. New round, let's check it out. Okay, probably not the best time for this store to start things off. It's late enough in the day that things are getting chaotic. Anyway, kids section. There is just one lonely pair of 4.5 blazers. That's it. All right, ladies section. Not much going on either. There's a pair of these Air Force Ones here. And then up here, it's one of the earlier colorways of the Jordan 2s. One of the first colorways of Jordan 2s to pop up early this year. These are size 9. Oop. And speaking of which, also in size 9 for $70. This is like the second colorway, maybe like second or third that I ever remember seeing of these Jordan 2s. $70. They're a little bit cheaper actually than they were the first time. I think when they first showed up they were like $72, $73. And since it's slow, let's take a look at these high heel chucks. These are size 8, $40, not bad. Okay, and here's those pink 2.3s that we saw at Waikiki, which are $70, size 7.5. And another pair of the blue and gray 2s, size 8 this time. And this is something new, Nike Revolution for $35. As things continue to get more expensive, it's nice to see a Nike shoe for under $40. Well, this is the wildest colorway I've ever seen of this shoe. Fila M3 for $24. I don't know what size these are. And finally, one last pair of Forces, size 5 for $60. And the first thing I'm seeing heading into the men's section, look at this tiny pair of Jordan 1s for $30. Looks like size 12. Yep, here's the Niners Pegasus. And these gigantic Hardens, size 19. I think this might be a different pair. It wasn't that big, 19. Anyway, this kid was roasting this pair. Might see these going on clearance sooner than later. All right, size 11.5, Niners Pegasus. Okay, we got some, looks like softball cleats here. Trout for $40, size 10.5, yikes. That's more expensive than it's been. And as we get into the bigger sizes, another pair of Niners Pegasus. Giant pair of Jaw 1s. What are these? I can't see the size. And in size 10, some of these Mellow 01s. These are pretty cool. Saw these on Instagram. Didn't think I'd see them in person the day after. Pretty cool. And then size 12, pair of the Adazero electric cleats. And I feel like I haven't been showing these as much because they've been in a few videos and this isn't exactly a new colorway or anything, but the Crazy 8s are popping back up. $49. This is size 11. Okay, kind of slow, and I feel like the back to school shopping rush has started. Well, anyway, let's see what the other stores are like. Mahalo, guys. Aloha mai kako, me vilina mai I Rossin found Iovau I Ross Waikiki. Let's see if this slump precedent set by Kahala continues. All right, let's start in the men's section. There's really not much going on. Size 9 dames. They got like the green laces to make it like kind of like an Adidas reverse Grinch or something. And then I've been seeing these on other people's Instagrams. It's these Valentine's Day Air Max 1s. This one's size 10.5 for $70. There's a few pairs around the store today. Oh yeah, the Dame 9s are $37, so not bad. All right, pair number 2 of those Air Max 1s, size 11.5, same price, $70. And then size 11, different colorway of the Dame 9s. Same price, $37. And then Men's big size is size 15.5. Got these gray Sabrinas. These size 14 Dawn-ish shoes are down to $27.99. And finally, one last pair of the Valentine's Day Air Max size 14. All right, there was nothing in the kids section, so let's go to the women's section, starting with the larger pairs. This is a men's pair, but 11.5. These Tatums. And speaking of men's pairs in the women's section, pair number 4 of these Valentine's Day Air Max 1, size 13. Check out those like full leather Chuck boots. I kind of like them. And it continues to be pretty sparse all throughout. There's a couple pairs of these infrared Elevate 90s in the women's 9.5 section. Okay, we're in ladies 8.5. I showed these on the last video, but apparently these tennis shoes are going for like $400 something on StockX in this size. Maybe like $150 on eBay. I don't know. And there's a second pair of these Air Jordan 2s that we saw last time, but in a bigger size, 8.5 for $70. All right, and most of the store's looking dismal right now, but tell you what's not dismal. Whoops, tell you what's not dismal. This women's size 6 section, there's a couple pairs of Sunders, including the Gore-Tex pair, some random Adidas, some Blazers and free runs. I think these Metcons, there's still a pair of these Metcons left. Ultra Boost still here. Pre-days. These Jordan 2s. More Blazers. Big swoosh Jordan 1s. So Shox R4. Duramos. There's stuff here, it's just not new stuff. Same with the women's 5 section. NMDs, Isoflies, more Gore-Tex Sunders. These Dunks from a while ago are still here. Dusty Cactus 180. You know. Yeah, just not anything new. Okay, so that didn't go so well. It's kind of dry, but it also might just be a timing thing. It is mid-July right now, and that was Waikiki. So the kids are out of school, people graduated, it's time for family vacations and whatnot. It's possible that the supply at Waikiki cannot keep up with the demand right now. The videos are going to be shorter, and I got to fill up time, so unfortunately for you guys, that means I get to start riffing. So me and my partner discovered something called League of Pigs the other day, where it's like amateur or professional, I guess, like pig racing. It's 5 pigs. They're on their 11th season. But then I want to find out that the creator of this channel spent like a whole bunch of money to make this horrific CGI talking pig that he could voice over for. It's horrifying. So anyway, I know I kind of like moonlight on this like mud hen thing sometimes when I need to clarify points. But if I ever make like a CGI abomination a la Ula and start trying to make like that's a thing, please put one in my head. Alright, that's all I got, guys. Mahalo. Aloha mai kako, me bilina mai I ras and pound ayavau I ras alamoana. It's a lot later than I'm usually here. Let's see what chaos this brings. Well, pretty picked through today. I think there's like maybe 2 things. These mercurial cleats, what size are these? I don't know. Oh, 6.5. And then all the way at the end of the big men section, this is actually a size 4, some Ja 2s, 12 a.m. for $44.99. Okay, kids section, not much happening. There's a really tiny pair of these Fragment Dunks that we saw at Waikiki a little while ago. Same price, $42.99. Okay, it's about as chaotic and picked through as I would have thought it would be at 11 something on a Saturday. There's a lot of kid shoes just randomly strewn about the adult section. These are 4.5 Forrest Gump Cortezes in the ladies side. And then another pair of the Jaw 2s that are, oh, it's tagged as a men's, that's horrible. Size 3.5, but it's in 9.5. Then in women's 9, there's a few colorways of this Under Armour Breakthrough 6. Really interesting colorways. I'm not too familiar on Under Armour, so I'm not sure what's going on with these. Anyway, they're $36.99. Oh, it's another pair of these crazy furry Jordans, size 9 this time, for $69.99. Handwritten notes. And then I think I've seen these pickleball shoes before. Anyway, they're $44.99, size 8.5. Yeah, kind of dry. Dry all the way through the whole round. And I keep forgetting that this place is a mall because I'm always coming here like in the earlier morning. Boy, I can't wait to show you guys what it's like during the holiday season. Sheesh. All right. Thank you for watching the episode. Mahalo.